Have you ever spent an entire summer watering potted plants, only to harvest enough for a single salad? It feels less like gardening and more like heartbreak with a hose, doesn't it? Don't be daunted. You can actually turn an ordinary $8 pot into $200 of food. Today, we are counting down 15 crops that give you the most pounds per pot. I'll even tip over a 20-gallon pot live at the end, so you can see exactly 15 pounds of our #1 crop. But first, let's talk about why most container gardens fail. What if you don't have a backyard? No problem. A sunny balcony is all you need. But what if your plants keep dying? I've seen so many passionate gardeners learn this the hard way, battling through seasons of dead plants and wasted soil before realizing the problem. It usually comes down to 3 simple setup rules. Get these right, and your plants will flourish. Miss them, and you could lose 70% of your harvest. Rule 1 is pot depth. Leafy greens like kale and lettuce only need 6 to 8 inches. Fruiting crops need a bit more depth so they don't tip over in the wind. But sweet potatoes, they need 12 to 18 inches deep and wide. Think of a tight pot like wearing shoes that are 2 sizes too small. The plant just ends up with tiny, squished roots. Rule 2 is your soil mix. For root crops, a proven expert ratio is half potting mix, 30% compost, and 20% perlite. If you skip the perlite, the roots will simply suffocate by August. And please, never use heavy garden clay in pots. It acts like wet concrete and crushes the fine roots. Rule 3 is drainage. This is where many mainstream tutorials miss the mark. They tell you to put gravel at the bottom. Actually, that creates a water trap and the roots will drown. Imagine putting a wet sponge on a flat rock. The water just sits there. A continuous column of soil drains much better. Just drill 4 small holes at the bottom and you're good to go. Many successful container gardeners find that fabric grow bags are brilliant because they let the soil breathe. Remember, the pot and the soil decide the harvest, not just the seed. Now, let's start our countdown at number 15. Number 15 is the radish. It's fast, just 25 days from seed to harvest in a small 2-quart pot. But honestly, the yield is quite low, under 1.5 pounds for the entire season. Why? Because you pull it once and it's gone. There's no second harvest. It's lovely for a quick snack, but if you want to feed your family all season, it's not the best choice. A brilliant little trick: sow a fresh pinch of seeds every 10 days so you always have that fresh spring crunch. Moving to number 14, loose leaf lettuce. You only need a 6-inch pot, and you can enjoy weeks of fresh salads using the cut and come again method. But there is one common heat mistake that ruins it. The moment afternoon temperatures cross 75 degrees, lettuce tends to bolt and turn bitter. Most people think vegetables always need full summer sun. Actually, giving lettuce morning sun and a bit of afternoon shade is like handing it an umbrella. It buys you an entire extra month of sweet leaves. Number 13 is spinach. Similar to lettuce, it really prefers cool weather and will bolt quickly when it gets warm. It's wonderful for those living in a cooler climate, but the overall yield is still on the lower side. Number 12 brings us to dwarf bush beans. A 12-inch pot is perfect. You pull them after 50 days, so the harvest itself is modest. But here is the beautiful part. Beans leave a little gift behind. They naturally pull nitrogen from the air and set it into the soil. Think of it as a free round of fertilizer on the house. Planting a leafy green right after pulling the beans will help it flourish within 2 weeks. Number 11 is the bush cucumber. Like the bush champion, a 5-gallon pot is ideal for this. With consistent watering, you can get 8 to 12 cucumbers per plant. But be careful, they will wilt by lunchtime in July if they miss a single day of water. Here is a simple trellis trick most container gardeners skip. Train the main stem straight up and snip off the side shoots below the first fruit. This keeps the fresh air moving beautifully and stops powdery mildew in its tracks. Number 10 is the baby carrot. Look for short-rooted varieties like Parisian or Thumbelina. An 8-inch pot is fine, but it requires a very loose, sandy soil mix. Otherwise, the roots hit hard clumps and fork into funny little Y shapes. They are wonderfully sweet and ready in about 60 days. Pull them as soon as their little shoulders pop up at the soil surface. But again, it's a single harvest, which is why it sits a bit lower on our list. Number 9 is the dwarf pepper. Varieties like Mohawk or Patio Fire thrive beautifully in a 3-gallon pot. They provide a steady harvest of fresh peppers for about 4 months. Number 8 is patio summer squash like Bush Baby. In a 5-gallon pot, one can get 4 to 6 squashes a week at its peak. The best advice here is to pick them small, at around 6 inches, before they grow into large, flavorless pillows. For those on a balcony with very few bees, don't worry. Hand pollination is incredibly simple. Just take a Q-tip, gently brush the pollen from the male flower onto the female flower, and it's done in 10 seconds. Now, pause for a moment. Before we continue, there is something crucial to understand about our number 1 crop. Waiting until the end to share this might be too late. Our number 1 crop, the sweet potato, will naturally drop about half of its leaves mid-season. Many people look at it and think, "Oh no, the plant is dying." The common reaction is to panic and pour on liquid fertilizer. Please, don't do that. It is completely normal. The older leaves simply get hidden in the shade of the new growth on top, so the plant sheds them, much like taking off an old coat. It has absolutely zero impact on the harvest, so save the fertilizer and save the plant. Take the story of a lovely 72-year-old gardener from Ohio. She gardens on a 3rd-floor walk-up with no yard. In July, her sweet potato lost dozens of leaves. But she didn't panic, and she didn't rip it out. When November arrived, she tipped her pot over and harvested 11 pounds of beautiful sweet potatoes. Her neighbor actually thought she had bought them at a farm stand. We will come back to this at number 1. Let's return to the countdown. Number 7 is Swiss chard, particularly Ford Hook Giant. An 8-inch pod is perfect here. Feeding it a little compost tea every 2 weeks can yield dozens of leaves per plant. Without that gentle feeding, the harvest is cut in half. And remember, chard is one of the special feed-you-twice crops. Number 6 is the beet. In a simple 1-gallon pot, you actually get 2 crops, the delicious leafy greens and the roots. Just make sure to harvest the roots when they are small, about 1 to 2 inches across. Next up is number 5, the dwarf tomato, like sweetheart of the patio. A larger pot is needed here, at least 14 inches deep. In recent trials, a single plant produced over 380 fruits. It really is a lovely avalanche of cherry tomatoes. But it only produces for a short, single window of time. And honestly, that is the only reason it isn't our number 1. Coming in at number 4 is the humble bunching scallion. You don't even need seeds for this. Just save the white root ends normally thrown away from a grocery run and place them in a coffee cup on a windowsill. It's a wonderful, endless cut-and-come-again crop. Yes, the yield per cup is small, but the cost is 0. Each little root base will regenerate up to 7 times before the yield drops. 4 cups on a sunny kitchen sill can cover a year's worth of stir-fry herbs. Number 3 is a beautiful herb trio: basil, parsley, and mint. All 3 can be tucked into a single 8-inch pot, spaced just 3 inches apart for a daily harvest. Think about this. Those little plastic clamshells of basil at the grocery store cost $2 and hold about 15 leaves, but one healthy basil plant gives 15 fresh leaves every single week. That simple math is how one little pot can quietly save $200 a year. Number 2 is kale. Varieties like lacinato or winterbore are fantastic. With a little compost tea, one can harvest dozens of leaves per plant, nearly 3 pounds of food. But care is required. If cut incorrectly, the plant won't recover. Always harvest the older outer leaves and never cut the central crown. Now, we have finally reached number 1. And no, it is not the tomato. It is the sweet potato. Before tipping over this 20-gallon pot to weigh out 15 pounds of food right here on camera, it is vital to understand the cutting technique. Get this wrong, and the plant is lost. So, let's quickly review how to safely harvest all 4 of the Feed You Twice crops. First, a quick safety note. When using compost tea or liquid fertilizer, simply keep the mixture out of reach of children and pets until it settles into the soil. Once it soaks in, it is perfectly safe. For the sweet potato, only the soft vine tips are harvested, starting around week 8. Just take kitchen scissors and make a clean snip about 4 inches back from the growing tip. It takes 30 seconds. Sautéed in olive oil and garlic, those tips taste just like spinach. But please, never strip all the leaves off the plant before harvesting the tubers below. Recent university studies show that doing so will destroy 60% of the harvest. For beets, gently snip 1 or 2 outer leaves per plant. Leave the central crown alone. And remember to pull the root when it's small. Allowing it to grow larger than 3 inches turns it woody and bitter, and unfortunately, there is no way to fix it. For kale, the rule is exactly the same. Only take the oldest outer leaves. Leaving the top dome and central growing point intact lets the plant do the work for you. Just a little compost tea every 2 weeks provides more than double the harvest. And finally, Swiss chard. Every 2 weeks, use clean, sharp scissors to cut the leaves at the base. But whatever you do, don't cut the central growing point. Doing so is like cutting the engine. The plant simply won't grow back. No second chances. The smartest harvest pattern is always the easiest one. Cut and come again beats pull and replant every single time. It's about letting the plant do the heavy lifting. The gardener just visits gently with their scissors. We've talked about the $8 pot, the 4 cutting techniques, and the number 1 sweet potato. But how much food does that actually yield? Let's skip the estimates. Let's look at a real-world example right now. Here is a 20-gallon fabric grow bag after 8 months. Let's tip it over. Look at that! 15 pounds of beautiful sweet potatoes. One simple pot yielding $200 worth of food because it feeds you twice, the tubers below and those delicious vine tips above. Working with nature really is the best way. So, just remember the 3 setup rules: pot depth, the right soil mix, and proper drainage without gravel. Get those right, and the harvest is safe. Generations of gardeners have proven this. You don't always need a yard. You just need a reliable method. Sweet potato sits at number 1 because of that beautiful double harvest math. 15 pounds of roots plus fresh greens all season long. Remember those 4 Feed You Twice crops? Sweet potato, beet, kale, and chard. Now, if you only grow one thing this season, make it one of those 4. Pick one and plant just 1 pot. And to make it as easy as possible for you, I've put together a completely free gift. I call it the Ultimate Container Garden Success Guide. It includes the exact soil recipes we talked about today, plus a printable plant care and harvest log. You can use it to track your watering, mark your compost tea schedule, and remember your harvest dates so you don't have to keep it all in your head. Just click the first link in the description below, print it out, and keep it by your watering can. When the harvest comes in this autumn, please come back and share your story in the comments. Whether a balcony produced 3 pounds or 15 pounds, I would love to hear it. I read every comment, and I'll be looking out for yours. The pot gives the roots a home, but the soil and your care decides if they truly thrive. I wish you every success with your growing. Happy gardening!